Really? Really? Right now? That's what. Seriously? What's going on, guys? It's Sydney here, back again with kind of a voice update slash tea update slash kind of discussion about transgender relationships and dating. So that's kind of a lot in a video, but that's kind of where my brain's at right now. Today is my 11 weeks on tea. So yeah, this is what my voice sounds like 11 weeks on tea. I don't know if it's gonna drop anymore. It's dropped quite a bit already, and it's definitely noticeable now, which probably helps my passing, but I'd like if it dropped lower. I'm still kind of getting those voice cracks here and there and stuff like that, which I think hopefully will go away, but I don't really know that for sure. So I'm dealing with that. Other updates on tea, I've had to start shaving now. Mostly my mustache is really bad. Like I have to shave that at least once a week. But then this is like the sides are really not really doing anything, but chin underneath is getting there. Hopefully that'll come in a little bit more consistent later on. Acne's still annoying, mostly on my shoulders and my arms. Face is good. Like I've always had acne on my face like this. It just got oily skin. It kind of sucks. What are you gonna do? I think that's about it for updates on tea. 11 weeks. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with things going so far. Just gotta keep going and convince other people that I'm doing the right thing, because I know I'm doing the right thing, but they don't know that I'm doing the right thing, and they're being jerks. So the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is kind of trans dating and like the whole relationship while being a transgender identifying person. To answer your first question, no, I am not dating anyone. But besides that, I have been kind of thinking about it a lot lately with being in college and people dating and people hooking up and all this other stuff, you know, the age or whatever. So that kind of brings the topic of mixing gender identity with sexual orientation. Yes, those two things are totally separate and your identities vary on those different spectrums and things like that, but they do tend to link up a lot in talking about relationships. So your sexual orientation tends to have something to do with your gender identity, or your gender in general. So like being straight is opposite sex, and being gay is same sex. So like things like that and whatnot, kind of, they get kind of askew when you're talking about them in regards to a transgender person, an intersex person, gender fluid, things like that, agender, non-binary, things like that. They get confusing and overwhelming and all this other stuff. So talking about my experiences as a trans guy, it's kind of hard for me to place a label, I guess. I mean, probably it would just be straight, which I really hate, which is weird, but like I am almost 100% of the time I am attracted to girls. I look at guys and I think they're really freaking good looking, but I don't have a romantic or sexual attraction to guys. So in my case, I guess you would call me straight, which, sure, but also I understand being I understand identifying as being a lesbian prior to my transition. So I'm also kind of hesitant to leave that community because that community is really cool, and I just like, that has always been my like picture of like what my life will be like later on in a relationship, is like just two girls. Like that was what my future looked like two girls getting married and adopting kids and things like that. Like that's just like what I expected. And then going through my transition, that like totally changed. Right now, being in college and surrounded by all these people, I'm so utterly confused as to how I should like outwardly like portray and things like that. Because like for the most part, people know that I'm trans, that I'm a trans guy. So they can kind of figure out, you know, where to place me, I guess. But there are a few people that have not picked up on me being trans, and they still use other pronouns, and I don't really correct people. I don't see the point. It doesn't super like affect me. You know, if I'm with them for a long period of time, I do tend to bring it up and be like, hey, just in case you didn't know. Or like my other friends who do know that I'm trans will bring it up, and it'll be like an easy conversation. So honestly, the reason I'm bringing this up is because currently there's a woman, lady, girl, who I met in college, and is super cool. Let's start with problem one. Problem one is I have not conveyed the fact that I am transgender to her. So she continues to use wrong pronouns. She uses female pronouns for me, which, whatever. And then problem number two is that she's gay. So I'm kind of in this limbo right now of being like, well, my true self and my true identity is being a trans guy. But I also like super relate like emotionally, and like in my head I've always like seen myself as being in a girl relationship. Like that just kind of like made sense to me. So I'm kind of torn between those two. Like, do I ignore? So stupid, because like when I before my transition, when I identified as being lesbian, I would always fall for straight girls. And then during my transition, I always fall for gay girls. So I'm very confused as to what's happening right now. So that's kind of what I'm going through. And I don't know if other trans guys like also deal with this. Plus, I know trans guys, like you can be a trans guy and identify as completely not straight or like completely not gay or whatever. There's just so many ways you can identify as that it's like overwhelming and like confusing as to like who you can approach without it being weird, or without like knowing that you're gonna get like shot down or something like that. It's just weird. So relationships are weird as is, and then adding gender identity onto them 10 times as weird and like confusing and whatever. So that's kind of what's occurring right now. I'm on summer break, just kind of chilling, doing some fun things here and there, but for the most part, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep doing weird things. I keep waiting for changes to happen on T, and I'm gonna hopefully try and forget about this girl that has, like, whatever. Also, we're gonna hope that this video never reaches her eyes, because that's gonna be great. I have very few viewers as it is, so the likelihood of her seeing this is very slim anyway, so it's fine. Yeah. Other than that, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, wonderful week, enjoying the beginning of your summer, probably, for most of you. And I hope you guys have some better answers than what I do for what's going on. I hope you guys have better luck, because each of you deserve a super cool person to hang out with and to love and care about you. So hopefully that works out for all of us. Who knows? For now, it's just me, solo riding. Alright guys, I will see you in the next video. Peace.